In this video, we're going to change the subject of the formula where we've got brackets and fractions. To make x the subject of the formula means to get this x on its own on one side of the equation. So how do we do that? Well, we need to undo the things that are happening around this subject of x. X has been subtracted from a, then it's been multiplied by 4, then you're dividing by 3b. So we want to undo the last thing that happened to x, which was this division by 3b, and we undo the divide by 3b by multiplying both sides of the equation by 3b. Remember, whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to do the same to the other. Now, 2y times 3b on the left, well, 2 times 3 is 6, and then we've got the b times y is by in alphabetical order. And the times by 3b here gets rid of this over 3b. So we're just left with the 4 brackets a minus x. Now, when you've got brackets like this, you've got two possible strategies. You could either divide this whole expression by the 4 on front of the bracket, because this a minus x is multiplied by 4, so you could divide both sides by 4, or you can expand this bracket. So let's expand it, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to do the 4 times the a, which is 4a. I'm going to do the 4 times the minus x, which is minus 4x. Now, I'm going to use a little trick here, because notice the subject x is being subtracted from something. And when that happens, you can use something called the Swapsy trick, which I'll show you. It's a cool little trick. Now, suppose you had 10 minus 7 is equal to 3. How could you swap the numbers in that to still make it true? Well, you could have 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. So it seems you can swap the thing that you're subtracting and the result of that subtraction, right? And you can do the same here. You can swap the thing that you're subtracting and the result of that subtraction. So if I swap those, I end up with 4x is equal to 4a minus 6by. And that's good because now the x, which is the thing we're trying to make the subject, is no longer in a term that's being subtracted from something. So we've got a simpler equation here. And now the final thing we need to do, well, x has been multiplied by 4. We want to get rid of that times by 4. So we divide both sides of the equation by 4. And so on the left-hand side, we have x. And on the right-hand side, we have 4a minus 6by all over 4. And that is the final answer. We could simplify this fraction because we could divide top and bottom by 2. And then that would give you 2a minus 3by over 2, and that's just slightly simpler.